Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
Evening, folks. How are y'all doing today? It's Corey Davis, 49er Wednesday from Corona, California. The city is named after her. We got David Corona.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Bay Area. We got John J. What's cracking?
Yo, everybody.
I think
What's up,
everybody
John
else
J?
is just late, but you know how it is. I don't, as long as I'd start the show alone if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
But, happy off season, right? I mean, it's kind of time for speculation and, the rumors to ran rampant. And like nothing actually means anything until it happens. Okay, folks? Nothing. Chad Schrader, cracking buddy.
So they said the 49ers and Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
More of those guys on here, but
that's not what Rudy said. He said the Rams are winning. He's funny.
I honestly think they're not going to be making. So the Rams actually have some decisions to make.
Because Tua and Nick Bosa's in the front of all the teams next year's Super Bowl logo.
Daniel Barry with the cracking buddy.
What's up, Daniel Barry?
Everyone in the chat, what's up?
Yeah. Well, Chad Schrader said hi to BC. I don't know. I gotta look because I don't see him in the chat in my StreamYard, but he might be there. You never know. No, I don't see him yet. But 223, look at that. I'm going up. That's actually mighty nice. I appreciate everyone who subscribes. All you folks that watch that don't. It's not like I'm on a lot. It's not like I'm not going to fill your, phone with notifications. I'm not one of those guys. This Saturday, guys, is the kickoff of the mock draft series. Of course, I'll be drafting for the 49ers the first time and then it's time for special guests to do the rest, right? And until the week right before the draft, and then I draft again, and it's actually a good comparison to see where I started and where we end, because during this time, free agency will happen, trades, right? They'll make some roster moves. And like there's some folks out there saying we need a tight end. We need what did Jake Tonjes do to you? We honestly I believe we need two really good tight ends. Kittle's Achilles injury, yes, it's an Achilles injury, but it happened in a good spot. They didn't have to drill his bone. It's in a high blood flow area. We'll have to keep an eye on that for his timetable to return.
They say we might get that guy from the Browns, David Njoku or something like that.
Njoku?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Kyle Pitts is also a free agent.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's a guy that intrigues me, because it's like I can imagine us with, Jake Tonjes, Kyle Pitts, and then as the season progresses, we add George Kittle to that mix. That'd be good right there. Holy cow! That would be who needs to add to the wide receiver room? We can live with what we got. Look at this, right?
We got Debo coming on the way.
That's just speculation. I'm kind of doubting they will re-sign him unless it's like a vet min deal. Because I mean, look at what he did the last season he was with us. He had some good games here and there when he was training out for a job with that team, and then all of a sudden he just, I mean, like that one game after he was griping, pitching a fit, feed me the ball. Yeah, we fed you the ball. How many drops did you have?
Yeah, he cost us. He cost us that game against the Rams.
He did too.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those, it's time for you to go. And he's like, I want to play for a winner. So then he goes and plays for the Commanders, who go on to win, 4 games, 3 games? They win 4 or 3. Don't matter. Either way, he's sitting at home watching the playoffs. He didn't go play for a winner, Debo.
All right.
But honestly, that's just speculation. The only way we bring him back is on a vet min deal. We're not going to be paying the man.
They said Kendrick Bourne wants to come back too. He wants to come back.
I'm iffy on that. I'm iffy on our wide receiver core in general, because look at what they did against the Seahawks. Speaking of, we got Tyrone, the Seahawks fan, in the building. What's up, buddy?
No, I did not see the parade.
You got
Nope, me either.
Pete.
I didn't watch it. Heck no.
Bang Bang Niner gang. That's right.
Niners all day, all night.
Congratulations to the Seahawks for winning their second Super Bowl.
Defense wins championships.
But they also have decisions to make. They have 4 free agents on their starting defense. Are they going to sign them? Or are they going to?
And the coordinator's leaving.
That cap room's going to get ate up by keeping your own guys around. They're not going to be able to add talent. They might actually lose some.
And the coordinator's leaving too. He's going to the Raiders.
That's exactly it. It's like there's always changes in the offseason. You never know what next season's going to bring too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Charbonnet, the injury he had. Will he actually play next year? You don't know. Kenneth Walker's actually a free agent. They're running back.
And we got another 49er got shot.
I saw that. Apparently it's in his foot. They said he'll make a full recovery, no biggie. I'm still waiting for the full details to come out. I'm just gonna kick back and wait before I comment on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a rapper named Little Baby. He went to the club and they didn't want him in, and he had a strap on him, and so he went back to his car. He shot, and he was in the area, and he got hit.
Oh, so Little Baby went back to his car and threw a fit because they wouldn't let him in.
Yep.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not just saying. I'm saying. Okay. So from Houston, Texas, we got Papa J.
The Houston, Texas.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Hey, Dave Corona, did you say he had a strap on?
Yeah, he had a strap.
Wow, Papa
What
J.
exactly are we talking about?
You're funny.
That's what I heard. I heard David Corona say
He's
that he
being
had a
funny,
strap.
Corona.
Little Baby had a strap on.
Yeah, he had a strap on him. Hell yeah.
I don't think
No wonder
he
they
gets
wouldn't let him in.
Right?
I don't think he gets it. It's a joke.
Oh, I
Corona.
got it. He had a strap on him.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with it. You got a lot of players to retain.
Yeah, I didn't watch the parade either, Tyrone.
Yeah, I didn't watch. No.
There's no reason for us to watch the parade.
Right?
That's just rubbing some salt on the wound right there. So no.
It's like saying, yeah, go Seahawks. You know what I mean? They're in our division.
So, did they even show it on television or on any television in the U.S.? Because I didn't know they had a.
Yeah,
the only parade I will watch is the Dodgers, Lakers, and the 49ers. That's it.
There you go.
Was it on TV?
I didn't see it. I was
probably a local TV, some local TV.
Couple people on TikTok. They're there. They're showing live.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Oh yeah, Boye Mafe is a free agent. So is Nuosu. I believe his contract is up.
I'll bring him in. He's a linebacker. He could have he could have Fred Warner.
Well, ultimately, it's like, you know, we may have a defensive scheme change up here. I'm sick of the wide 9. But Raheem Morris runs a 3-4. And if you look at the draft last year when we took Alfred Collins and CJ West, 2 nose tackle types. The year before we got Evan Anderson and, you know, undrafted free agent, right? So we really literally have 3 nose tackle types under contract for next year. That like Mikael Williams, his natural position is a defensive end in a 3-4. That's what Georgia played. So it's like, it's just one of those things. It might fit the personnel we currently have. We might have to add to the linebacker room. That is true. But we'll just have to see how everything plays out. I'm hoping Shanahan just go away from the wide 9, buddy. That is so played out, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's time to switch it up. It's time to switch it up on other offenses. They know our scheme. They know what we're up to. That's what they plan out for. And as long as we're doing the exact same thing over and over and over, it's the meaning of insanity, right? They're just going to figure us out all season long, and we're just going to get beat. In the running game, we're going to get beat. In the passing game, as long as we just keep doing the same thing, it's going to be the same results.
They need to change. They need to change it up.
Well, yeah, basically, it was a lot of soft zone, and you know, wide 9, you're rushing 4s. Robert Saleh blitzed 11% of the time. Raheem Morris blitzed 35% of the time. So it's a big change in how aggressive the defensive coordinator is. Number one. Number 2, he plays more man. All right. Raheem Morris will let Lenore and Green man up on wide receivers instead of playing that soft zone that has holes that is easy for an offense to find. Right.
So the 49ers and the Rams playing the first game in Australia. Is that the first game?
Yep.
I guess
really? In Australia?
Season in Australia. I'm hoping for a Thursday night. Like someone said, oh, it's going to be a Friday night. We haven't seen the schedule yet. But
and they said it might be another game in Mexico against the Raiders.
No, not this year.
Oh, it'll be next year?
No, we play the Raiders this year.
Mexico.
No, we're not playing Mexico this year.
Oh, we're not?
It's a different team.
Oh.
I heard we got to give up a home game team also. A home game.
Yeah, we have to give up a home game. Yeah,
but the Rams don't.
The Rams giving up the home game. We're away.
Yeah, the Rams actually have the home game.
So
and we're going to be on Australia. How many Rams fans do you think Australia has?
They barely have any in LA.
Like zero,
so
like
it's
zero.
More than likely going to be just like playing at SoFi. We'll have 65+% 49ers fans. We'll see though. Like those international games, you'll have people from all over the league show up. People, you know, you see people in the crowd with jerseys that don't associate with either team because that's just, you know, people showing up for the game, right?
Correct.
Round trips like $1,000.
I got the playoff standings here.
Oh,
you find it.
I lost.
You find it.
Yeah, I lost. I think Get 'em Kid won.
Yeah, he won.
So Corona, you switched to the Seahawks, so you won that game. But you went 8-5. John Jay went 9-4. Melissa went 6-7. YTC went 8-5. Captain went 5-8 because he did no picks for like the championship game and the Super Bowl because he just hated both teams. Kenny went 10-3. Bungie went 9-4. Levi went 10-3. Pretty good, right? Dawn went 10-3, although she was actually in it for the tiebreaker at the end, so I had to get points from her to get on kid. I went 9-4. Tommy went 9-4. Lily went 9-4. Tony went 9-4. Bryant went 6-7.
Damn, Lily did pretty good.
Joe, his team won the Super Bowl. He went 6-7.
6-7.
What can you do? Oh, I know, right? Oh no.
Well, he got the last laugh.
So Terradome went 7-6. Papa J 8-5 in the playoffs, buddy. That's pretty
not
good.
bad, but not bad.
Crazy Juice went 8-5. Steve-O did the 6-7 thing.
Is this Kenny?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there was Kenny.
It was Kenny.
Can you hear me? Kenny?
Yeah, I removed him.
Nah, I can't hear you. Nah, yeah, we could hear you.
You killed Kenny.
Kenny, say something.
Hello.
Hola.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So Crazy Juice went 8-5. Steve-O did the 6-7 thing. Get On Kid went 12-1. The one game he lost was the Bills. Just so everyone
The Buffalo.
knows.
Nice.
Man.
Did I not add Bebop? Bebop, you didn't participate the whole time, so I didn't add you up, buddy. But Chimera went 10-3. Let me see. He got Bebop picked the Patriots in that last game. You didn't pick for the championship. At least I didn't. I'm gonna have to look. I don't think you did.
I think he went for the Seahawks against the Rams.
Well, he was 6-4 before the championship game, so he ended up 6-5.
Oh, okay.
And Chimera went 10-3. Yeah, Get On Kid went 12-1, and he's not even here.
Man.
Pretty badass.
That was pretty badass. That was pretty badass.
Boy. So the offseason begins. We've had a ton of coaching changes. The Cardinals hired Matt LaFleur. Now, all of us are 49ers fans. Is anyone scared?
Nope.
Start with Kenny. No?
Who's the quarterback?
That's the question.
It's Kyler Murray, and we all know when Call of Duty comes out, he's done for the season.
I actually heard Kyler Murray might be going to the Jets to be the new Justin Fields.
Oh, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just what I heard. Doesn't mean there's anything to it.
I know that's the question because I know a Cardinals fan who's like from Arizona, and he's been telling me that they don't know the future because I don't know if the team has given up on him or if he's given up on the team. That's going to be a huge offseason like speculation in Arizona.
Maybe Tua will go to the Cardinals. No, they can't trade him. He's like $100 million.
They said Tua might go to the Rams.
That would be $100,000, $100 million dead cap for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, but
now, Crazy Juice, I'm gonna wait for the schedule to come out to declare
Australia.
anything. I know we're playing in Australia week 1. That's what I know.
So I heard that Matthew Stafford's playing another 10 years.
I hope so.
I'll just play. We know a Rams fan. He loves to say funny things. Not his fault.
No, but imagine if the Rams would have won that game, they would have won that Super Bowl, big time. You know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Yeah, they would.
Fuck the Rams.
So I heard the Rams want to trade for Tua if Matt Stafford's gone.
That would be
sweet.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I had to look outside. We got thunder and lightning going on here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's raining over here too.
I didn't believe it at first because it hasn't been a very stormy winter.
Mm-hmm. Stormy weather.
Thunder and lightning.
Who knows? I mean, they got James, bro. You just start James, right?
James Garoppolo?
Yeah.
You talking about starting him for the Cardinals?
No, the Rams.
For the Rams. Oh, he's a free agent. That's right.
Yeah, he might be going to the Cardinals.
He can throw all those hospital balls and knock Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua out for the season.
Damn.
Like he did to Adams at the Raiders.
Man,
I don't think Adams coming back because he's a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae too?
Yep, he's a free agent.
I wouldn't sign him. I don't care how many touchdowns he had.
well, so
What's up,
I mean,
Don?
the Rams also are in a predicament. You know, they have a few free agents that aren't going to be coming back.
And the right
They have
tackle.
some guys to extend.
Chad?
So it's like, you know, your cap number is your cap number, but you still got to spend that money. And they're going to be spending, if they don't spend the money to keep the team they have, then a couple of years from now, they're just going to be, you know, right back on the couch crew to start the playoffs. You know, it's like,
I like the Seattle fans. They notched in a second Super Bowl, so they're pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Call us when you have 4.
well, not now, you know, Lumen South. Now, let's be honest here. How many Super Bowls have been played in Seattle?
0, and there never will be.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't get Super Bowl games.
Why?
Because they're up north and it's bad weather.
Because
You know, everyone wants to play in a good weather game, and that's why all the teams in the South get them. They tried one in what was it? Was it New York or New Jersey?
Yeah, I think
That sounds horrible.
That's why Nash's in SoFi. The next one's in Atlanta, and after that, it's in Saints, I think.
So
I like it. It's hard to win your 6th
Sounds
Super
about
Bowl.
right.
Sports jizz fan.
So one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that the NFL has designed the Super Bowls to be in warm weather. And I was telling YTC, because he went live after the Super Bowl, that it doesn't matter about, you know, like New York having, I think, 80,000 seats or whatever. They're never going back up there because it doesn't have a dome.
Well, Seahawks have their own
That's
problems. They got to
exactly
re-sign
it.
a bunch of
If you're
people.
up north and you want a Super Bowl, you better get a dome. You know, and right now it is raining like cats and dogs. It's freaking February. Where's the snow? Anyway,
it's depressing weather. It's very depressing.
It was too hot to work outside today. That's all I'll say about that.
You guys didn't get no rain? We got some rain over here.
I know it's raining here too.
A little rain, a little bit, but not like constant rain.
Not here in Houston. Yeah, I think we went from winter and skipped spring altogether, and now we're into summer.
That's what's starting to happen in the hotter places.
I know.
Mm-hmm. It was super cold just a few weeks ago, in the 20s, and today was 78 or something like that.
I don't have any complaints about the heat, not yet, but soon.
Yeah.
bro, normally at this time of year here in Utah, it is 22 degrees on the high end outside. It was 51 today. It is literally raining right now, and it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So I mean, but raining down here means up in the mountains we're getting some snow, and we need that.
Yeah,
So
but
you're getting
exactly.
So you're getting a free car wash there.
Corona, I watched it like on Sunday, and then there was nothing in the forecast. And Monday, a small rainstorm came up. It was like,
damn, that sucks.
I can't wash my cars. I can't. If I wanted a horrible winter, I would wash my cars every day.
Damn.
I heard Utah doesn't have enough snow this year. Is that what's going on?
That's what they say every year.
Oh, okay.
And somehow our reservoirs fill up. So
Yeah. Probably drunk people peeing in the river.
well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
I mean, you know, it's all filtered through the rocks. It's all good. Sorry, I ate before. I hope there's nothing in my teeth. I don't mean to offend.
You got all over right here, Kenny.
Yeah, there's a chicken nugget hanging off of
right there.
You got barbecue sauce?
I had a little barbecue sauce. I mixed it with some honey mustard. It's weird.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a bomb.
That's unhealthy.
Honey mustard?
No. I make my own chicken nuggets. I make my own chicken nuggets with ground chicken.
A little bit of a cream of sun young guy.
Oh, that sounds bomb.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Cream of sun young guy.
I will have the.
She made pork chops today.
The egg drop soup. It kind of scares me a little bit. The texture is weird.
So I forgot to ask
Egg drop
Chad.
soup.
I forgot to ask Chad how he feels about his new head coach because I haven't.
Chad. I wouldn't be happy, Chad.
Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl for sure.
I heard they're going to take Ty Simpson, which would break my heart because I wanted them to take Jalen Milroe last year.
I heard they're trying to get Dak.
Oh my God. Well, no. McCarthy apparently is trying to get Aaron Rodgers to come back for another year, I believe. That's what he wants.
No, if Aaron Rodgers don't come back, he wants Dak.
That'd be nice. And Dallas should do it. Dallas should do it.
Jesus, Aaron Rodgers needs to go. He needed to go even before Jets.
Before the Jets, I agree. Yeah.
He's trying
Now
to live
look.
out that.
What happens if number one, Aaron Rodgers don't come back and they can't get Dak? Then what?
They better trade
They
somebody.
Okay.
it off?
How about Daniel
Jones?
Jones?
Isn't he free agents out there, the quarterbacks right now?
If the Colts don't bring him back.
There's no one incredible. Joe Flacco. It's the one team he hasn't played for.
I believe Joe
in that
Milton.
division. So
Joe
you
Milton,
know,
Marcus Mariota is available. Justin Fields, I believe.
that's all the
Mariota,
free agents.
Oh, free agents.
Chad Schrader does not have a high opinion on McCarthy.
What's up, Seahawks Eddie? Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, what's
And
up,
Dak
Seahawks?
and
Eddie?
McCarthy.
He's the only Seahawks fan who is cool.
Well, Eric Wallace.
Oh, Eric Wallace.
I haven't seen him in a while, but I did tell him 2 years ago that his team wasn't there yet, but they will be there very soon. I would like some
Sleepy
credit
Joe
for that, Eric Wallace.
I've been
what's
calling
up,
him Joe
Seahawks Eddie?
Falco because you know that one.
I thought
that
Falco
one
got
movie.
signed already. Oh no, that was to the Bengals at the end of last season. Oh my God.
What's
Right?
up, Seahawks Eddie? What's cracking, buddy?
Did Flacco?
But,
does anybody know where Flacco went? Didn't he switch teams again at the end of last season?
He got traded from the Browns to the Bengals.
Yeah, but did he leave the Bengals and go somewhere else at the end of the season, or did he
No.
stay? I thought he
No,
went
he was
somewhere.
on their roster at the end of the season.
Oh, okay.
But he is a
No
free
roster.
agent, so don't be surprised if we trade Mac Jones and sign him, and then all of a sudden his career has a resurgence. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. Seahawks Eddie. Heck yeah.
Word on the street is the Falcons are going to jettison Cousins.
Yeah, he's dropped already, I believe. I think he's gone.
So if that's the case, then there you go, Pittsburgh. There's your QB, but he's not.
What about Cardinals?
I don't know. The Cardinals
What about
trading
what about
the mighty
Kyler Murray
midget
to the Steelers?
Steelers. That would be interesting.
Or to the Jets?
What's up, Bebop?
I don't want anything to do with Kyler Murray personally, but
Oh yeah, he sucks.
He would make a good backup.
Kyler Murray is going
Is
to the
he-
Steelers.
is he 5'9"?
Until Call of Duty comes out, then we just have to cut him.
I can't remember how tall he is, but isn't Pavia
You know
the
it,
guy from
Bebop.
Vanderbilt? He's like 5'9". Is he gonna get drafted by
I think
anybody?
Kyler Murray's claiming 5'10", but if you look at him on the field compared to the other players around him, I'm thinking more like 5'6".
So
Oh wow,
No,
that's
I will never forget. And I remember where I was. I was working, and we had a TV in the office that,
curly.
and so we were watching some of the combine because it was like a boring time where there's like nothing going on. And then the NFL breaking news: Kyler Murray is much taller than he is by 7/8 of a centimeter. So basically, he was just under 5'11". So it was so hilarious. And then he jumped up all the way to the top of the draft board.
He just does not look 5'11". He seriously looks like he's 5'6" when he's.
I
on
can't
the
believe
field
he's
for round
5'11".
ball.
That's hard to believe.
There's no way. I want to
Maybe
measure
on-
the guy.
2-inch cleats, maybe.
And he's stuck on that Call of Duty or what? He's stuck on that video game or what?
He loves that video game.
When he was in
Terradome. Now, curling has been
Oh,
baffling
what's up, Terradome?
like scientists when it comes to physics for years.
How was your birthday yesterday, Terradome?
oh, it's his birthday. Happy birthday.
Was it? Happy birthday.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
yesterday.
buddy.
Birthday yesterday. How
Yeah,
old are you,
Terradome.
buddy? 49? 49.
49. So
4'9".
when he
That's
was
not
in
bad. No, he's older than that, folks. Oh no,
when
he's
he was in
49.
Oklahoma,
That's right.
when he was in
I
Oklahoma,
heard he was 39.
when he was in
That's it.
Oklahoma, they had him, I think, at 5'8.5", and then when the NFL, they're like basically he is 5'10" and 7/8.
So I mean, I'd give him 5'11".
Heck yeah. That's amazing, Pterodon.
Yep.
He said he had a great birthday.
Great.
So
Nice.
I will never forget that day. I was watching, and then they said breaking news. Now Kyler Murray's the number one over just because
Break.
he was
Oh,
much taller.
you know also they said somebody said Joe Burrow to the Rams.
No.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow doesn't have Chase and Higgins over there. It's not gonna happen.
Malik Willis is going to be unrestricted free agent. Aaron Rodgers, DJ Jones. He's unrestricted free agent. I mean,
What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Oh,
B. Cope.
he's a free agent. Unrestricted free agent. Geno Smith. It's an unrestricted free agent.
Geno
Wow.
Smith will take you to the Super Bowl.
Well, he's someone who can go to he's someone who could probably go to the Jets, really. I mean, that would be fine.
going back.
Jimmy
I bet you a Geno Smith tattoo.
Yeah, go back.
Zach Wilson, Joe Flacco,
Yeah, no, they're not so bad.
That's our
I
next
think
backup quarterback.
Devontae might be
Casey
free agent,
Keenum.
somebody said.
and Mitchell Trubisky. He's an unrestricted free agent. Those are just your unrestricted free agents right now.
Also, the Rams have 2 first-round picks, so they can easily get a wide receiver.
I think the Bengals want like 4 first-round picks.
They want 4? That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd give Jimmy G a chance over in Arizona.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he
someone
won't-
like Arizona or someone like the Jets, Jimmy G, Geno Smith, it doesn't matter. It's just a placeholder for the real quarterback that's going to get there one day.
I think if Jimmy G comes back, I think he's going back to the Rams.
Jimmy G should go to the Bears.
He should go to the Steelers.
Well, Jimmy's from Central Chicago or Northern Illinois or something like that. I think he's from Northern Illinois, right? So if he played in Chicago, back up in Chicago, that makes sense to me.
Ooh. Rams can go. Flacco is a solid backup. I feel like we're going to get another reclamation project in Zach Wilson.
Romeo
That's just how I feel that's going to roll out, but we'll
Rams
see.
could go get Kenny Pickett.
Dobbs is fine. I'd rather have fresh meat though, but Kyle doesn't know how to draft wide receivers, so I don't know about fresh meat.
If I was Pittsburgh, I'd go all in.
Baby hands Pickett to the Rams. I mean, why not?
He'd probably go back to the Steelers first.
Kenny?
Well, basically, I mean, we're talking about a bunch of unproven like quarterbacks here. That's what we're talking. Like Mariota, he's a solid backup. Like there's a bunch of solid backups on the market here. You know, but none of these guys are proven starters in the NFL.
Yeah, some people do want to see Zach Wilson be the next Mac Jones, I think a lot of people are talking about that.
Well,
I really wouldn't mind bringing in Zach Wilson, but
let's pump him out.
We freaking drafted that guy last year, Curtis Rourke. Remember?
Oh,
This
that's
is
right.
The guy, the Heisman Trophy and first overall pick in the draft, backed up.
This guy sleeps with his mom's friends. I forgot. Not you, David.
It's like, well, that's Zach Wilson. That's Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that's what Pterodome says.
Stifler's-
Stifler's mom isn't safe with Zach Wilson.
Pterodome.
Well, you know,
It's beer tastes funny.
Well, if you're a backup this year, you are way better than the quarterbacks entering the draft.
now
Yeah,
when it
agreed.
comes to Zach Wilson, guys, he went to BYU, so the whole mom's friends thing that just does not surprise me. Okay.
Yeah, it gets the less sexual tension there is, the more sexual tension there is.
Well, I don't know if this is true, Big Niner, and I really don't want to say this, but I have to ask. Apparently, I've been debating this question with Mr. White TC that it's a Utah thing. You know, does that really happen? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Utah, I don't know how weird it gets.
I don't know.
David
it's
knows.
actually happening. Hey, younger men are dating older ladies like nationwide. Okay, it's not just a Utah thing.
That's because women are as big as
older guys
as
are
men,
dating
but they
younger
won't get in
ladies
trouble for that.
also nationwide. It's just it's kind of strange how society's working, but that's how it works. You know.
Are you talking about double standards? Because if you're a 40-year-old woman and you date an 18-year-old guy, nobody gives a flying F. But if you're a 40-year-old man who dates an 18-year-old girl, you're a bad man.
People do say that, but it's like, am I really? I'm not dating no 18-year-old either. That's too young.
I know, that's weird.
No, if you're dating an 18-year-old, there's something else going on there. It's not just love.
Yeah,
unless you're Bill Belichick.
Pedo-like, you know, that's like pedo-like. No.
You mean how Bill Belichick was 41 when his girlfriend was 7?
You know what they're doing. You know what they're doing, Kenny.
Hispanic chick not long ago.
They're all beautiful.
But then it's like we met in person, and it was like, my God, you look so young. There's no way in hell I can do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not with the lights on. I just wouldn't feel right about it.
She just, I mean, she's in her mid-20s, but she did not look. She looked like she was in her mid to early teens.
When she says she's 20 and she looks 15,
I'm just looking at her like, I'm
13.
just like, you look way too young. I am not doing this. I know she's in her mid-20s. I know she wasn't lying to me, but it's like I can't do it. You got to at least look like you're in your mid-20s.
Did you run her credit just in case?
Chad, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Chad with a funny comment.
Cooper sure would like to have that guy right now.
A 40-year-old. What's his name?
Oh.
Well, what is it?
Spongy at?
What is it?
Spongy has a life.
Will be piping in here.
I heard Spongy has a life now. Good for him.
That's actually David has a huge Jim Drunkenmiller poster in his house, out in the garage where he's always working. For inspiration.
Now, this is the proper way. This is the proper way to say it is Drunkenmiller. I always call him Drunkenmiller because that's how he played. Played like he chugged a bottle right before he went out there every time.
I remember. I don't know how young I was, but one of my one of my mentors, he would always say, "Why is he a Drunkenmiller?" Because
everyone's like, "Hold on, it's not Drunkenmiller." I'm like, "Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Did you not see him play?" But oh wow, Chris Rock laughing at Will Smith Oscar awards. That's kind of funny.
There we go.
Yeah, yes, Zach Wilson likes them mature ladies. Now, I think we all know why. You know, once the lady hits a certain age, they either have the ability to stop having children or they get that taken care of so it doesn't become an issue later. Right? Might be why he might not want kids. Oh. I probably said that the nicest way humanly possible, didn't I?
Oh, man.
So I know you guys were talking earlier about Debo coming back. I missed that little talk.
Yeah,
I think it's not a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea because one, because he already knows the system, but two, because Kittle's going to be gone for most of the season, I believe, and we need somebody that can block.
They said Kittle might be ready for week 1.
Well, Pitts is available. Pitts
and
Njoku are available. Pitts and Njoku.
Because you got to think he's probably going to miss OTAs. He needs to get into football shape before he steps on the field. And that would be the smarter thing to do, is to get him football shape before he even steps on the field for a game. So I don't think he's going to be ready until 4th, 5th game, if that's considered early.
Kittle's ACL tear was clean. It was in a good spot, high blood flow, no drilling into bone to reattach anything, nothing like that going on like Greenlaw. So I was actually targeting mid-season myself. That's where my hopes are. But as for signing a guy like Njoku or Pitts, I would be down for that. We still have Jake Tongas. I always say his name wrong. Shout out to these guys I grew up with, okay? But but it was like I do want another. We need another target. I mean, whatever we can do to get a target, because our wide receivers, a lot of people are saying, "Oh man, we need wide receivers so bad." Okay, well, we don't know what Jacob Cowing has. We don't know what Jordan Watkins has. They're young. They like Jacob Cowing kept ramping up and he kept injuring that hamstring, which makes me wonder about that. You know, that one thing me and Papa J were talking about the other day in the X group. Makes me wonder about that.
Well, you just need one person to be really fast to open up the playbook and keep the safeties, honest or whatever, right? And the linebackers can't come up too far if there's a threat of the pass. And so you just need one guy who's really fast. We have Cowing and we have Watkins.
Well,
one of them should be able to run a route.
The big ticket item, the power substation, right? So, and Papa J was right. We practice at the same place we have since '88.
Yeah, there's no
the
connection.
Only change that's happened, and Papa J made me look into this hard. You did, Papa J. You made me look into this. Is the substation itself was upgraded because of the population in Santa Clara area. They needed to put out more power.
Yep.
That's what happened in 2014. It wasn't us moving there. It was the city going, well, we need to upgrade this station right here.
It's also great.
And now it's like, okay, so could this really, like Jed York, you need to squash it or say it's true. You need to do one of the two.
Well, what I've
seen, people to do that.
What I've seen from a scientist or whatever, someone that was on the news talking about this, he said at this point, there's been plenty of research and there's no connection. There's no connection that electric waves or whatever are making people hurt or whatever. It doesn't happen in other places.
Magnetic field.
Yes, so they're saying there's no connection. Also, they said when you talked about at 2014 when they restructured or whatever they did there, they had to. What you have to realize is that there were new standards then, and there were new precautions, and everything was upgraded and updated and upgraded, and so. If anything was an issue, they which it apparently isn't. They would have seen something, and if there was something that was impure before, they may have corrected it or made it better in the last 10 years.
I've heard it go both ways, experts. I've heard it go both ways.
Sure, there has to be.
I can't say either way it's a thing, but if you look at when we are the most injured team since 2014, since that power station was upgraded. So why is that? And a lot of it is injuries related to soft tissue. So it's like if you look at the scope of 12 years, there's something going on there.
We are extremely injured for the last very long time, but it was Matt Mayoka who brought the expert on to talk about it, and there was just nothing there that he knew of. It doesn't mean he's right.
So when the Giants left to their stadium, the Niners from 2000 to 2013, and now those years were awful. Let's be completely honest. But when they were playing at that super outdated stadium, and I'm going to be a little bit harsh on that stadium. Also, those teams in the 80s, for those who saw those 80s and 90s teams, for half the year they were playing in like that half infield, which is a little bit more dangerous. So we finally get a new stadium that the ownership, yada yada, we got it. When Harbaugh was there his first year, we were hurt and we somehow finished 8-8, and then that team blew up. A bunch of players left for whatever the reason. I'm not going to blame anything. But since we've been in that new stadium, we are injured a lot. Football is a violent game, stressful to the body, but I joke around with YTC, and they play on that, New York turf. And, for whatever the reason, the Giants, don't have the same amount of serious injuries.
Or the Jets.
And, of course, there are a lot of dome stadiums, turf stadiums. Los Angeles, they play in the dome. They play turf. That team is rarely hurt, even though I like to rag on the Rams. So Jed York sat down, and he was asked about that. He says, I'm not looking into that because I don't care. My job is an owner. Now, I'm not going to talk about that maybe later at the show, but he doesn't care what happens because he believes Kyle and John can run the football operation. So I wanted to bring that up. Whatever the situation is, I will say this. Levi's was built nearby Great America. That thing needs a lot of power to operate a lot of this stuff. I've been there. It's a giant complex. And, of course, there are a lot of big homes and a lot of companies that are tech that need the extra power. Around that time, a lot of tech companies started to pop up in that region. Maybe, like McNiner says, with the extra power, it probably does affect the area. Now, like a lot of people, we don't know the science, but
well, hold on. Then why isn't this happening to anybody near any other substations?
Name some stadiums that are around there.
But no, not stadiums, just regular people. Well, like to work 12 hours a day, physical manual labor, and then they come home and they live literally feet from substations. And I just like that's why they had the guy on. That's why Mayoko had the guy on. He's like, they've studied this for like years, and there's no connection. And I don't know what the connection would be. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what to look for, but I don't know. It seems like that's not it.
Well, one thing also since 2014, what the 49ers have been doing is acquiring people that are injury prone. All our players that get injured are injury prone, and we have signed a lot of those. That's what's happened.
But apparently, Ricky Pearsall wasn't though.
Wasn't he? Wasn't. I thought he.
I mean, he's just one
in college.
Guy. He's just one guy, but
yeah. But you look at Dre Greenlaw. He was injury prone. One of the things that happens also is that once you get injured, you're injury prone, no matter what. If you break your arm, that bone is going to be more fatigued.
But Pterodome, maybe that's why they're hurt.
They don't run. Yeah.
If I was doing that, I'd be hurt too.
When I was playing minor league football, man, Monday mornings were tough. And the season went on, it got rougher and rougher. Your body doesn't recuperate the way it does. And once you get injured, like a ligament or things like that, like Dre Greenlaw, he was hurt. He came back for the Super Bowl, and all he did was take 2 steps on the field, and it was already fatigued, and he re-injured his leg. Things like that do happen. I think Pterodome. I think it was Pterodome. You had the coach Desi, and she was talking about that your ligaments just don't work, or they don't get as strong as your other leg. Let's say that wasn't injured.
Well, I know it's not been for years and years and years, but we're not the only team that's been injured the last 10 years. This shit is not a one team thing. This is an NFL thing.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know about the substation, and I don't know who that guy at Mayoko brought on was, but I kind of trust Mayoko. But you also don't want to bring a guy on your channel that tells you that substation is hurting your players either. So I don't know.
Well, now this is how I look at it. Okay. So our practice field is right there, right by it. Okay. Well, over yonder, there's a soccer field further away.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they hurt all the time?
Why not just move where we practice to the damn soccer field?
Now, hold on. You guys are going to know way better than me, but didn't the Niners practice there before in the 80s in that same area?
I don't know. It was the same address, but I don't know the field location.
Yeah. So
like it could have been where the soccer field was.
So,
but either way, that's further away from that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the magnetic field's actually a thing, it won't be a thing because we'll be further away.
So I can actually speak about this because, growing up here, before, and again, I want to just jump a little bit to a different sport. When the earthquakes, before they built their stadium in 2014, they played in Buckshaw Stadium, which is basically a 3,000 seat complex in Santa Clara, and they played there from from 2006 until they opened up their stadium. There were times, not all the time, where they would practice mostly in the preseason, every now and then, but just like I don't know who reminded me, but in that area, I'm not saying where the substation and where they built it, but in that area, somewhere over there, is where the Niners would practice. So again, I don't know exactly where, because I can tell you right now, before they named the 49, the Barlow Drive, or whatever the address is, that was something else. But that's all I can say. But I would go back to Buckshaw Stadium and practice there. Or down the road, there's that soccer field, which is big enough where they can even use like the rooms and the exercise area to practice there. And it's a short drive. But again, I'm not Jed York. They'll do whatever the hell they want. But that's what I would do because again, you're investing a lot of money, lots of millions for these players, and you don't want your players to be hurt. And Kenny, you're absolutely right. Football is a violent game. It's stressful to the body, but the Niners have had more significant injuries compared to everybody else. That's the point.
Did you hear what one of our former players said? And I believe it was Greenlaw. He said, nobody practices like Kyle. Nobody pushes us hard like that. Other teams, they take days off, they rest, they have different days for different things. And apparently Kyle demands that you go.
I think that was Kendrick. I think Kendrick Bourne said that.
Okay, mm-hmm. Kendrick Bourne then. I don't know. That's something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Detroit was pretty hurt the year before this one, like almost their entire team. And I don't think there's anything near their building, but that was just last year.
Yeah.
Also, what I've heard, now this is, again, I can only cite experts that I've heard and read. I don't know their qualifications. But apparently the human body is not made to look like some of these men look today. They weigh too much. They're too big. There's too much of a strain on their little tendons that are not made when the body was created for this person, was not made for some human bulk with giant traps under his fucking ears where he has no more neck anymore and arms and triceps. And like, that shit is not normal. For you to walk around and then think that you can run 20 miles per hour like that at your size on your little tendons and shit, that's supposed to last you 100 years. And when you make your body 4 times larger than the way you were supposed to look when you were created, that shit is a problem too. So that's one of the reasons people are getting hurt. Plus, these guys stretch all day. They get rubbed all day. They go in saunas. They take ice baths. They get oils and acupuncture and fucking physical therapy. What is the problem?
So
too much eating out.
Players didn't have that shit before because if you look at a football gym 40 years ago, it looked like your high school gym. A bunch of heavy-ass metal McDonald's equipment. So you did with it what you could.
Let me look at this in a different perspective because there's some merit that you are saying, which I want to say that some kids, they just like grow up and they look like superheroes, and they're not working out. Okay, because I had a lot of friends when I played in high school and some in community college and semi-pro who just like, I'm eating McDonald's, I'm eating Burger King, I'm eating, and for whatever the reason, I look like a superhero. But when they started to get in their 30s, just like me, their body started to eventually, become like normal people. Some people just have that, in them. Other people's have to work to have a body like that, which is absolutely true. And this has been said about like over a decade ago. Football in the 50s, 60s, and 70s were very different than modern football. These players are bigger, faster, stronger. The defense are more physical. They're more mentally physical. The offense has still not caught up to these guys, because when you really think about it, you're basically telling offensive line players during the regular season that they got to look like giant, round, donuts to stop these big dudes. Okay, like sumo wrestlers. And so
let's just hire sumo wrestlers to play.
When you look at Joe Staley, today, that dude is thin. But when he was a Niner, he was a big balloon. And so what happened?
Yeah.
He stopped eating the way he was. He's finally, like normal. And like, I'm not saying like he's like a toothpick, but
no, but he lost that size that you require to be in the NFL when you work out every day.
That's why offensive line players are built differently than they were like 20, 30 years ago. And that's why quarterbacks have changed and they have to have a bit of mobility, because you go back to like when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were young, those guys were stationary quarterbacks. It was three-step drops, 5-step, even sometimes 7-step drops, and they would survey the field and throw it. They didn't have to worry about running around. And so now, because the game is adapting and college are having more mobile quarterbacks, you're going to have more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL because everyone's now running a RPO, spread offense, shotgun, running around. So the game is going to change. And I think Kyle Shanahan, and I think this is my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he's playing football like his dad, not understanding that football today is different than his dad's day in football. That's my reason why we have injuries. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Also, here's another thing. This seems like not as hard as it has to be for me. Because are you telling me the 49ers are the only team that practices directly next to a substation? There must be one other team, because all we need is one. All we need is one team. And then that substation next to that team's practice, if they also having all these injuries, then maybe
Houston
you have something.
Texans,
but they haven't made any connection, unfortunately.
Texans
Somebody has to practice right next to a substation.
Yeah, Houston Texans do, but the difference is they're not feet away. They're 100 yards away.
Well, no, I'm not arguing what it is. I'm just saying there must be in all of the United States, there must be a minor league team. There must be a college team or something, hockey team, basketball, whatever it is. High school.
There's some, but the only difference is,
and that would give you the numbers you want.
Mega huge substation like the 49ers do. They do have them.
Well, I'll tell you this.
They're not as big as the one that the 49ers are playing.
I know that MetLife isn't directly next to any power plants or substations or anything, but I tell you this, just a few miles down the road, okay, is the worst place in New Jersey. It's Central Jersey. There's nothing but plants and like nuclear plants and oil things and docks and shit and all this, where all our business gets done in South Jersey.
Hey, I catch you guys on the next one.
Later, Corona.
I have to wake up early in the morning.
Good night, buddy.
Corona.
All right, Corona.
So, like,
thanks for calling, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you. You guys have a good night.
You too, brother.
So literally, if you drive on the New Jersey Turnpike, it takes you 10 minutes to get past these places. That's how big it is. And it's not that far from MetLife. And so if MetLife also has some injuries, maybe even though these plants and all this stuff are, further away, maybe it is having but if it has that kind of reach, then why doesn't everything and everyone, the Devils practice in Central Jersey, there are high school teams, there are colleges in Central Jersey, and nobody's having injuries like that.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about acres and acres and hundreds of acres of plants and nuclear shit and substations and a smell that you could never imagine. Anyone from New Jersey, if YTC was here, he could tell you. You have to drive for 10 minutes on the turnpike to get away from that smell. Anything that produces that kind of heat, power, oil, electricity, whatever, would be doing damage to everyone around it, and it does not. And I get it. Those people aren't running 10 miles a day and doing sprints and suicides and doing Oklahoma drills. But
radiation and a magnetic field are two different things.
Yeah.
Well, no, we got it all though. I'm saying we got it all.
Maybe radiation does a body good, and we just don't know it. Okay.
No, I'm saying
we
it's
know
not.
it doesn't.
That's
We know
saying
it
it's
doesn't.
not.
I have a.
But there are a lot of other things next to it.
So
I don't see anybody's muscles deteriorating.
So I have a very weird observation that because someone brought up radiation. One of the reasons why I don't use a microwave no more, I threw mine away years ago, is because there is radiation. That's why your stuff gets cooked very quickly. So I use the oven and I still use the stove. And your cell phones have radiation. Now, are those things going to give you problems? The answer is very complicated. You cannot say no and you cannot say yes because.
Well, the microwave isn't supposed to, because that's what those. You know how when you look into a microwave and it's got like a net, like a black, like crisscrosses all around it. That's there, so you don't get the waves.
So the point is that any type of electricity, all these sonic pulses, all this stuff is not good for the body. Now, for those who, again, I'm not a scientist, but what I learned when I was in college and high school is that anything can affect the body. And the body, unfortunately, in a modern society, we're being blasted with a lot of stuff. But there's something more dangerous than this stuff. It's called the sun. The sun has a lot of radiation, but the body also needs that, that light for us because we need their vitamins. And so almost everything is harmful for the body. If you want to go scientifically, technically you're not supposed to use metal spoons and forks to eat because, again, that's not good for the body. But we do it anyway. It's the question is that stuff really, really in the area, just in the stadium and the practice? Is it doing anything to the body? No one knows. Like, a lot of people are making assumptions. We don't know. People have to look into it.
Another thing,
and again, I didn't want to bring up this because I don't know if I want to talk about it, but he did an interview, and of course, everyone is like asking him, "What do you think about that?" Jed York says, "I'm not going to look into it because anyone who thinks," and again, he
invested too much in Santa Clara. They don't want to look into it.
But he says, "I'm not going to look into it because in his mind, he's like, who gives something
a rat's ass."
And so the point of the matter is that he says it's John and Kyle. They're in charge of the football team. I'm not, so I'm not going to look into it. So he doesn't care. I don't know if John and Kyle cares. So we can speculate all we want. Nothing's going to get done. And so, unfortunately, I'm probably one of the few people who do not like the Yorks, but that says a lot about your leadership. If you're like, you know what, let me just look into it just in case, I do think, no, he was like, I don't give a F in whatever.
Yeah. Well, one quick thing, and I think maybe we should probably move on if it's okay with you guys. But also, we use electrotherapy to fix our muscles and shit. Like, we use electricity to heal. That's a thing that we do. And I forgot what it is. Kissy necknology or some shit. I have no idea.
Kissing neck what?
Kissing nectology. No, I'm just kidding. It's something. I don't know the word. I'll be honest. I don't know the word. But we use electrical impulses to like stimulate our muscles and to heal and shit. We do that. We've been doing that since the 60s. And so that's just another thing the expert brought up. And so, like, if it's hurting us, then why are we using it to heal ourselves and shit? They do in the medical world. So I don't know. Maybe it's not in such a big dose or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I can't explain that stuff, but it doesn't seem to be what the problem is. I think it's bad luck. I've always thought it's bad luck. I think injuries are totally random. I can go over there and fluff the pillows on my couch and hurt my back. It's not because I was overexerting my back or because of the electrical impulses around. It's because I'm older. And I bent over in a strange way, and your body gets wear and tear. Just imagine how much wear and tear your body has after you are practicing all day for years and years and years, since Pop Warner, before and after school, games on Friday nights. Yes, thank you, Terradome. And so I don't even know if that word's what I'm talking about. I don't even know. I just know that's the word. I just don't know if it applies to my theory.
Kinesiology. Kinesiology is a fancy word for physical education.
Oh, okay. Physical education. Okay. Yeah. So that wasn't the word.
So basically, all PE teachers have kinesiology degrees.
Damn. Those who can't teach. Those who can't teach gym.
Hey, I come from the days where we had dodgeball. If you didn't participate, you're literally running up the steps and down the steps. I can't remember what that was called, but for the entire gym class, by the time you're done, you're like, you're done.
Dude, I can't tell you how many.
Most of the day to go to classes.
I took a lot of balls to the face.
For sure.
Niner minded.
I mean, these days, If a teacher does that, they're on the 6 o'clock news and they're getting fired.
Dude, I think my own gym
Right.
teacher hit me in the face with a dodgeball once.
I think everyone who was participated in dodgeball, if you haven't been hit in the face, you're doing something wrong.
I remember I went to the nurse because I got hit in the face, and I'm like, I'm good. I want to keep playing. And the guy's like, bro, your eye and your face are bright red. You need to go like do something. And I'm like, I want to go.
I know.
Come on,
Adrian.
I
don't
remember.
take me off the field, coach.
I remember my very first time. I don't know how young I was. We were doing a live hitting and pitching drill, so it was my turn, and I was like super excited, and I was throwing like horrible throws. I was like, I kept walking, and all right, this is your last hitter because you are not throwing strikes, and coaches could say things to you that they cannot say no more, and so I'm not gonna say what they were saying to me.
Same here.
So then I was like, I threw my best pitch over straight in that strike zone. I know it sounded awful in the strike zone, and then the batter hit. That ball hit me on my back, and that was not fun.
Yeah, you threw a nice fat,
not
juicy
fun.
ball.
And you want to know what the coach says? Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, John Jay, I grew up 10 years before you. You want to know what my coach really would have said? He would have said, "Don't be a pussy." FAGGOT. That's what he would have said.
He was saying some stuff. You know,
That's what he would have said.
Well, no, Kenny, he was saying some stuff before I got hit. You know, it's way too.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Way too like not here because there were some words that I cannot say.
Grimmy, Sid, what's up?
Grimmy. I was wondering. I was looking for that channel like sometime last week, and I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
So,
she's
Grimmy.
always gaming.
So, Bashar, what's cracking, buddy? How's it going? We got
Bash.
Grimmy in the building.
So when I was playing football,
Plays
I
games,
landed on a
folks.
rock.
If you haven't seen her, you should check it out. She plays games.
And I cut my hand when I was playing football. It was practice, and I landed on a rock and it cut my hand. So I went up to the coach. I said, "Hey, coach, can I go wash this off?" He grabbed my hand, he spat on it, and said, "You're good. Get on the field."
Yeah, get in
I
there,
was like,
pussy.
Wow, can I get some alcohol now, dude? It's like, gross. That's how coaches were back in the days.
No, that sounds like a good time, buddy. Now I've been doing some wiring on our old building, and I discovered that the neutral wire, you could turn the breaker off, but all the neutral wires, circuit-wise, are tied together by some electrician who thought that was a good idea. And I discovered that the hard way. Okay,
That sucks.
it only tickled for a minute, but
Jesus,
I don't
he's
have
Puerto
any
Rican.
torn leg. Actually, my knees feel better. I'll say that right now. But yeah,
I said my name is Jesus, not Jesus. Do I look Puerto Rican to you?
I thought it was Jesus because
Hey, can we talk?
and today our safety manager had to get the AED out and check it out and make sure it was okay. I was like, all right, hit me. She looked at me like, huh? I was just messing around, but because you literally just pull the battery out, you look at the expiration date, you put it back in, you hit this button for 5 seconds, and it tests itself, But yeah, I'm trained in all that stuff. CPR, how to use the AED.
Do you have to know OSHA too? You have to know OSHA,
whatever you want to call it. Huh?
David, do they force you to know OSHA stuff, like all the occupational hazard, all occupational hazard safety?
I'm maintenance. So that doesn't apply to me.
Well, but
it applies
hazardous
to everybody
materials.
else.
Hazardous materials, right? You don't want to be making mustard gas by mistake on your ship.
Now that's stuff I all know because of the former jobs. I used to work at government contractors, buddy.
Nice.
So,
well, yeah, that's why you're
I've
buried
been
out in Utah.
Thoroughly through, I don't know how many classes about that stuff that
Those
I hope
shady ass caves in Utah where all the rich people are going to go when the world gets too hot. Well, we can't afford it.
The catacombs in France.
Yeah.
We kind of have a thing like that going on under this local high school that was built during the Great Depression.
Oh crap! You built a school on top of a Native American graveyard? Is that what you did? It's probably haunted.
No, the catacombs it's like underground tunnels.
Yeah. Yeah, but in Paris, they built those tunnels with people's skulls and bones because they had so many extra. They didn't have anything to do with them. They're like,
well,
let's use it.
That's not how we did it. We dug
let's
it
use
out.
it for wood. Fuck it.
But this is back when nuclear war was a big scare. Okay. They literally made a shelter under that high school that could house thousands and thousands of people.
Ooh. Well, be careful, bro, because when the world does end, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be hard to get in that mother effer. There'll be billion people sitting outside.
I actually know what wall to take down to get in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been.
There's got to be a vent.
I was in it before they sealed it off. Me and my friends went down there. There's food from the 50s, like in cases. It's like,
oh, you did urban exploring, little urban exploring in Utah.
We were debating for like an hour on if we should open it and try it or not. We didn't. We didn't.
So, for anybody who wants to check this information out, there's a series I used to be on the History Channel called Secret Underworlds that was that they like show like secret bunkers and stuff across the U.S. So in San Francisco, we have the famous the beach. What's it called? It's not. It's around Ocean Beach, that area.
Mission Beach, or is that something?
No, Ocean Beach. Anyway, over there's like a bunch of rocks, but there's a giant opening where like a bunch of kids go in there. They goof around. Where basically they made a bunker that goes into the water down in there, and so most of it is vandalism. Vandalizing. Like a lot of the kids, do a lot of goofy things, and so if you want to check it out, it's called The City of the Underworld. It's a History Channel that came out in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and the guy shows you. It's so funny that there's a giant bunker inside the beach. Like you go in there, like who decided that? Who was on something to make that?
Is that North Beach? Is that North Beach?
No,
Ocean Beach, next to the Pacific Ocean. So we got the beaches on the ocean, like the Pacific Ocean. Then you have Aquatic Park, which is basically the bay. And then when you go towards the where Candlestick Park used to be, there's a beach out there, but people don't go out there because they're not brave enough, like John Jay. I'm just playing. It's a joke.
Yo, so check this guy out if you like that, John Jay. His name is Josh the Intern. He finds all these weird ass ruins on Google Maps, and then he goes there by himself. He hikes all the way there, and he finds all this shit that's like from like BC, like even before, like when the modern age started. And he goes through all these ruins, and it's really fun.
Sorry. I'm the grandpa. I watch old people shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found.
Check that out.
Yeah, check it out, dude. You're gonna like it a lot.
Remember, I'm a grandpa. I don't know all these young things.
Yeah, no, I count on my feed just telling me what to do.
Listen,
yes, watch this. Okay.
Tubi, and it's not a sponsor, but it's a great free service. There's a lot of things to watch.
I love Tubi.
Because I'm too cheap to buy to pay for Netflix.
Too cheap for Netflix. Too cheap.
They just want you to buy Netflix so you can watch all the Jake Paul fights.
Dude, I'll tell you guys right now what I do every single year. From the middle of February, which is it's coming up, until the middle of March, I get Netflix, and from the middle of March to the middle of April, before the draft, I get Max. And in those 2 months, I watch everything on those two channels. And then I don't see them for another year. Like I don't get apps. I don't get cable apps. So
another thing you can do is get a Walmart subscription.
And they'll give you a free something else.
Yeah, they'll give you. You can have 1 month free for Walmart subscription, and you can get Paramount Plus for free through their app for 1 month.
Well, I don't watch Paramount. I don't watch Hulu for obvious reasons because they support a person I don't, and so that's how I vote.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
Yeah, exactly. P. Diddy, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, they all love Paramount.
I thought you liked it.
I know we're getting away from football here,
I only watch Disney.
You got to check this out. At Paramount Plus right now, they're showing the Yellowstone universe kind of thing. There's a
1812.
1883.
1883.
Beautiful movie. If you like Dances with Wolves, you will love 1883. And then they came out with 1923, 1940. Something is coming out.
Yeah, then
More
Yellowstone.
shows. Yellowstone. They got, man, that's a great series.
Oh yeah, I like the Landman too. Don't you have the Landman?
The Lawman?
With Billy Bob Thornton. Isn't that a new one you guys got?
Oh yeah, Landman. Yeah. That's a great one. And actually, the creator of Yellowstone and all that Yellowstone.
That's the same
universe, dude. Taylor Sheridan. He bought the what they call the 4-6 Ranch here in Houston, in Texas. It's a huge ranch, and that's where they're made. All their movies and everything are being made there now. He bought it for $300 million, and it's just an incredible show.
Yeah.
That you guys got to watch it.
Paramount also has South Park, right?
Yeah, South Park. Oh, love South Park.
Grimmy.
But anyways.
If Grimmy's parents have Yellowstone, then Grimmy definitely watches South Park. I'm guessing.
Well, I have
Tulsa King. Yes, that's another one.
I have never watched Yellowstone. I've only seen clips on it on YouTube.
Me too.
But one of the reasons why they have made all those other Yellowstone spin-offs is because they don't have no other ideas. That's why there's so many of these reboots.
Yeah, they got no new ideas these days.
They have
you got to check out their spin-offs. They're like 1883, incredible movie.
Also, they have so many Star Treks. What's the deal with Star Trek? I'm not a Star Trek person. I just don't.
Do you know that more people like Star Trek than Star Wars, which blows me away?
I like both of them. I don't get the battle with it. I like Star Trek and Star Wars.
I could tell you why. I went to
Futurama
college.
Is my favorite.
I can tell you why. I went to college. So when I was in college, I met these comic book fanatics. They were big into all that stuff. And one day there was these two gentlemen that were in their club. They would play video games. They would read comics. They would play these card fiction games, all that stuff. Two of them started having an argument about Star Wars and Star Trek. And so I got really agitated because all they were doing was bickering. So I went up to him and said, dude, I do not like these two shows. Stop talking about it. Then they got all mad at me. Oh, you don't understand nothing. These people get so into it for whatever the reason.
There are people who love The Lord of the Rings even more than both of them.
So I don't understand why people get so, and again, maybe, again, I was never into comic books. I was never into all those card games growing up. I did not have a childhood like most people. I basically had to grow up very early. And the only thing I did since the age of 5 was play baseball. People do not believe me. So it was just practice, and hanging out with friends outside the house because I did not have anything in the house to do anything. And so many other people were able to have that. Maybe if I had that opportunity as a kid to understand why they're so passionate about these things, but for me, I don't get it.
Yeah, I feel you.
CG
like D&D. I don't get D&D, man.
I didn't play D&D, but I did play the sports ones.
I don't watch much TV or get into sitcoms or drama television. I'm really not. I actually have volumes of South Park, not sponsored YouTube. And I have volume 1 where Cartman gets an anal probe.
Anal probe.
Wow.
He has that football stadium size satellite dish sticking out of his backside. And he's like, there's nothing sticking out there. Yeah. I have that one.
That was that was 1996, David.
So NFL Cardinals they're talking about couple ways down.
We actually talked about
y'all hired Matt LaFleur.
Mike.
Wasn't it Mike?
I think Mike LaFleur went to the Cardinals.
It's the Packers former coach.
No, they re-signed him and they took Mike LaFleur, who was a DC or an OC somewhere, I believe. Yeah, they got the other LaFleur. What? Yeah, I just saw today that the Green Bay Packers took. Yeah, they re-signed Matt LaFleur. Yeah, check it out. It's Mike LaFleur, which honestly, I don't know. I know people hated Gannon, but I think I would have rather just stuck with Gannon. But But not if you're a Cardinals fan.
Mike LaFleur.
If you're a Cardinals fan, I don't think you liked Gannon.
Well, I remember when Gannon was there his first year. I think they did pretty well. But then
he drafted a nice defense for them.
Again, this is what my Cardinals friend said, is that eventually, like Kyler Murray and him, again, they weren't getting along, and there was a lot of issues. So I just think that he lost the locker room, and that's why he left. Because Spongy, I know he's not here, but he used to rave, "We need him back. We need him back with the Eagles." For whatever everyone has going to the Eagles in his weird mind, which is not bad. He's a kid, but he's not a bad coach, because the offensive coordinator that is now with Indianapolis, he's doing a pretty good job, and he has not had a consistent quarterback, and they somehow are like very consistent. I'm not saying that they're a playoff team, but he hasn't had a losing record. So I think it's about like some coaches know how to work with players, because again, you're coaching men. It's not like college. It's not like high school. And so the best coaches know how to coach men.
Well, just remember the Green Bay Packers were in a pretty easy division, in my opinion, for a long time.
And this is true. LaFleur's include Kubiaks all over the league. Now, the thing about the Cardinals, though, as I was saying, is it starts from the top. Like ownership, general managers. I've never seen something that says this is going to be a scary team. But we'll see moving forward. It's the off season. Some changes are going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Cardinals asking, do we trade Mac Jones for a second rounder?
No, it's got to be first round.
And no, it has to. Well, a second round would be okay, because we get a third if we keep him. So second would be okay, as long as it's not like a late second. I guess that's good. Now,
the way I look at it is,
but he ain't
we
going
need
anywhere.
the free agency happen, which is full of backup quarterbacks. I don't think there's a starting caliber quarterback in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
This is my opinion.
Daniel Jones, maybe, or Aaron Rodgers, but I think they both return. Daniel
Jones has proven he can't get through a season.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's just like once the free agents have thinned out and gone places, and then all of a sudden the teams that want Mac Jones are going to come out and go, look, like Aaron Rodgers say retires, the Steelers. What you guys going to take from Mac Jones? And Shanahan and Lynch have already done we're not trading Mac Jones.
No, because they want
which is something that teams have done in the past. The Seahawks were one of them with Russell Wilson. And then they absolutely took the Broncos to the cleaners. And then he took them to the cleaners. So the Broncos took to the cleaners twice on that one.
So when you look at, again, it's a poor draft class, the free agency, et cetera. If I'm a bad team and I need a quarter, I would get any type of backup quarterback. I would keep Mac Jones as a backup, because this year, and again, I want to say this, I was the biggest Mac Jones hater, but after watching him play, we need someone in that quarterback room, because for whatever the reason, since Kyle Shanahan, I think 2019 was the only season where our quarterback started every game and the postseason. Since then, our quarterbacks don't stay healthy for the full year.
Yeah, Brock Purdy missed like 8 games.
And so it's good to have a good backup quarterback, because I know, and I don't want to bring up this name because I don't think Colin Cowherd is one of the most dumbest sports persons, whatever, on television. He has nothing smart to say. But one thing that he always says is that there's too many NFL quarterbacks there. No, there's not. If there were so many NFL quarterbacks,
then 40-year-old men wouldn't be starting.
You would have a starting quarterback and a quarterback who's a starter, but has to be a backup, because there's not too many teams in the NFL. And that's why I want to say that, because Colin Cowherd has nothing smart to say. So Mac Jones is going to be pursued by teams, because no disrespect to Mendoza, no disrespect to all the other quarterbacks, it's a very bad quarterback class. And there was a college football news that has nothing to do with this. I did not know that there is a 9th year eligibility for a college football player at a Division II school.
Oh my God.
It's football that we live in. And so, yeah, I just am glad that the Niners are like, you know what? Brock Purdy, the offense runs very great when he's there. But in case, like what happened last year, it's better to have a backup quarterback, even if it's just for one game, like Mac Jones.
Well, I think the Niners brought up Mac Jones' stock. Mac Jones' stock also went up because of his own doing and what he did with the Niners. And I also think that Sam Darnold brought Mac Jones' stock up also because you see what the Niners have done with him and what Sam Darnold did with the Niners and how he learned from the Niners. So any quarterback that's going to go through the Niners system their stock is going to go up. And that's why I think he's more better than a second round.
We pump out coaches and quarterbacks. We just can't win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Anymore. Hey,
can't hold on to people.
Diego Pavia
and the
makes
people
me
that
laugh.
we hold on to are injury prone. I mean, we wanted to bring back Dre Greenlaw. John Lynch went all the way to Denver to get Greenlaw back just for him to get hurt during the season.
That's why we didn't re-sign him. We would have looked like idiots if we re-signed him.
Yeah. So I think Mac Jones is worth a lot more than just a second round pick because soon enough, with a good team that's coming up, he could be your next Super Bowl winner.
The next Super Bowl could be the Jaguars versus the Bears. Heard it here first. I'll clip it. Don't worry.
Gosh.
I know. We'll see.
I'm going Cohen
way
Johnson.
Too early for that, man.
Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Super Bowl in LA. Look at the colors on the logo. Don't play.
Now,
Look
guys,
at the logo.
It's the same colors as this year.
Exactly. No, it's not. It's orange
Shanahan
and baby blue.
And quarterbacks getting hurt. Now, I actually went off on that on a show, the last McNiner and Culp show. It was on a Monday a couple months ago. I went through every year and how many quarterbacks that we go through. And what is the determining factor here? The offensive line.
Yeah, of course.
Our quarterback.
Why do you think Caleb Williams looks so good second year, Caleb Williams had protection on the O-line his second year, not his rookie year. There's a big difference. Also, Pavia is 5'9". He is not getting drafted by any team.
5'9". That's taller than Kyler
Murray.
Is
5'9". Oh yeah, it could be the Browns. Thank you, Crazy Juice. That's a great observation. Very wise. I like your style.
The Browns. I'm sorry, Katie. I know you like Shador, but they are ace.
They got Monken now. They're gonna be the next Ravens.
It's gonna be hilarious. I want to see that. Like, you actually have got me invested in a team that no one should ever root for the Browns for whatever the reason.
They're awesome.
I'm not sure if I root for the Browns.
We're bringing the Browns back.
I root for Shador.
Brown.
I think he's gotten a bad deal out of everything.
Yeah, he'll be fine, guys. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, he'll be fine.
Dude, the thing that's working against him is how many quarterbacks have the Browns went through since they came back after they moved to Baltimore and they made him an expansion franchise. No franchise quarterback.
Shador won more games than anyone else who started for the Browns last year. He won his first game, which no rookie has done in 10 or since 2006 or 2006 or 2009 or something like that, I think it was. And he went to the Pro Bowl, whether you like it or not. And look at his numbers with Fanning, with Tillman, with Judy, and all them. When he was the quarterback, and compare it to Dylan Sampson and Joe Flacco, and it's much better.
You just brought up the Pro Bowl. Jake Brendel made a Pro Bowl, right?
He was the 10th best center in the league. He should be there.
Hey, Jake Brendel made a Pro Bowl. That just proves that anybody can make a Pro Bowl.
No, they want the most popular players in the Pro Bowl. That's why Brendel was there.
Listen, I love that energy.
Protector of the year.
I love that energy that you have, Kenny, but the Pro Bowl has become a joke.
It is. It's for fun. That's why he was there.
I want to give you a bit of perspective. You could disagree with me, but I think they did that to Shador to embarrass him. Hey, let's give him this Pro Bowl because we all know nobody wanted. Let's see who, and they, So
I'll tell you why he was there.
How I look at it,
because nobody would have watched if he wasn't there. If you really want to know what I think,
well, that is true.
I mean, that's really what it was about. But here's what I will say about the Pro Bowl. I prefer the skills challenges way better than a game of flag football. So, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see the quarterbacks hitting targets and throwing shit through fucking like blimps and blowing up water balloons and stupid shit like that, because it's supposed to be fun. Like the All-Star Weekend or Pro Bowl, whatever, it's supposed to be fun. It used to be fun. And it used to be in Hawaii all the time, and the players enjoyed it. And like, they took that away from them too.
Football, man, they weren't even chasing those receivers down. They weren't really.
No, of course not. Nobody wants to really get hurt either.
Okay, the last Pro Bowl football game, right? That happened.
The real one?
The show right afterwards.
With something on the line.
And I mean, I would have to look back to find this show. But I straight up said it. It's going to be flag football, guys. Like, they might as well not even play the game. Look at what's going on. It's just going to be flag football. And the next year, it was flag football. I was like,
Well, that's what what the NFL right. The NFL is all about expanding and making money. So what are they doing? They had Bad Bunny, and this was planned at the Super Bowl to attract more Latino people to the league, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so the NFL knows what they're doing. Goodell even said he had planned this performance a long time ago. This was not like out of nowhere.
So Kenny, I think you actually said something that I disagree with. Are you saying that before Bad Bunny that there were no Latin people who watched football?
No, that they do. They're trying to expand. They're trying to expand to South America. Yeah, no, but they've had Gloria Estefan, I think, was in the awards, and I think probably Mark
Shakira
Anthony had been there. Yeah, there had to be other Latinos there, but no one cared then.
J-Lo.
Now it's like, it means something.
Even Bad Bunny was at a halftime performer too. Before he was there when J-Lo and Shakira.
I thought
did it.
I thought he was a wrestler. Because one day, YTC does the pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views, and
you talking about Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I thought he was a wrestler.
He's a big dude. He's actually a big guy.
He actually was a thing called a 24/7 champion. I don't watch wrestling, and so that's what I thought. And then he headlined
that's right, filthy
a pay-per-view that was in Puerto Rico where he was fighting a guy called Damian Priest. So that's what I thought who he was, and then I learned that he was an artist. And I was like, I thought this guy was a wrestler. So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense, though. They're trying to get more
Mr. Worldwide
in there to watch the game, because it's not just the Hispanics, but it's the soccer community. Because look at the Niners just bought one or two soccer teams.
Two.
And they will buy a cricket team. Wait for it. They'll buy a cricket team. You watch.
No.
Yeah.
That's like the third most popular sport in the world.
It's in the 49ers stadium, bringing Bad Bunny. Already people around the world in the soccer world is going to watch the Super Bowl because it's in San Francisco Stadium, so yeah. That makes sense to bring in.
So real quick, can I ask you guys what you thought about the Bad Bunny performance? Because I'll tell you right now, I thought it was one of the best performances ever. There's never been anything that produced and that intricate on a halftime show, period. Look at Green Day when they came out before. All they did was go on stage and play a song. Everybody does that. This shit was a play. This was a 15-minute play.
Time out. When it comes to Green Day, I knew them way before they were famous, and they played their best hit songs of the 2000s. And again, I'm biased when it comes to Green Day. I've always known their music had hidden messages, and I'm not going to jump into that crazy rabbit hole, but they've always written music that has imagery that always connects to real life, and I've always loved that about Green Day. Maybe I'm a little bit biased versus others. And so even though first of all, that game was, put me to sleep. The Patriots were horrible. The Seahawks, I knew they were going to win that game.
The Seahawks were horrible too. I'm sorry. The Seahawks they scored what, one touchdown again?
When it comes to the halftime performance, there were a lot of people who were not happy for some reason, but I kept saying to everybody, the NFL, when you see the halftime show, like the first thing, Apple Music has so much money. Apple put so much money into that they said, let's pick our guy. And I know Jay-Z has some input on that, but Apple has been producing the halftime show for at least since, if I can remember, maybe much earlier. And so they pick the best artists that are at the top of their playlist. And unfortunately, he was at the top. And so the NFL, which is all about money, so I don't understand why there are people who don't understand this. Roger Goodell was asked about it. He said, it's all about money. It's all about money. He did not say, I'm a fan. He said, it's all about money. That's what the Super Bowl is. When the cheapest ticket is almost $4,000, are they catering to people who can afford to go to football games no more? No.
That's
you go to a Super Bowl, but I don't have $4,000. So
I gotta be honest. The regular season is for regular people.
Anyway,
okay, but the playoffs and the
NFL,
Super Bowl is for elites.
Yeah.
This is my take. This is my take on it. I thought it was a great set. That building, the way they did everything.
You'll never see anything like it ever.
I thought that was brilliantly made. The way that all those bushes were actually people. It was a costume, and people ran into those the sugar cane. It was just a costume. There's individual.
That sugar cane is so meaningful.
That was awesome. That was. The production was awesome. The music was awesome. I just did not like Bad Bunny. This is the first time that I ever heard Bad Bunny.
I fucking
love it. Never heard any of his songs, and I thought it was incredibly annoying how he just, you can't understand anything he's saying.
Wow, you guys.
Not that, and I'm a Spanish speaker, and I know Spanish very well. And I caught some of the words, but I think it was just sloppy the way he raps. I don't like.
He raps like black people rap. You can't understand what they're saying either. It's the same shit.
No.
Wow, Kenny.
That is not true.
Wow, Kenny.
You want to know what his song sounded like? It sounded like indigenous people's language is what it sounded like, because they are. Because Puerto Ricans are. Let me tell you what Puerto Ricans are. Yeah,
and I've never heard them talk like that.
So Puerto Ricans are African, they're Taino indigenous people, and they're Europeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And none of them talk like that. None of them.
Right.
Well, it's performative, so
that's that first song.
Okay, all right. I don't know if I should say this. This is probably
he's like I can't even imitate what he's.
It's more like
a lot of the music.
You can't understand anything that he's saying. They're saying that it was like a slang kind of talk.
Yeah,
you can't understand anything he's saying.
Spanish people don't understand what white people are saying.
So let me
Spanish people didn't understand what he was saying.
Let me say this. So
the racist ones.
When
the lyrics are easy to find. So, you want to look up the lyrics and what they all were, you can. And it was extremely unifying. It was extremely joyful.
Kenny,
extremely inclusive.
Kenny, I was gonna get to that. So it's performative. Basically, he's trying to tell a story. If you take away the lyrics,
brothers,
there's a bunch of stories. Now, when you look at the lyrics, because a lot of people looked up, of course, it's basically rapping, about, guys, who are cool and they're popular with the women, all of that stuff. That's the music. Okay. Now, some people like it, some people don't. Again,
you're not Hispanic, Dodgers, or you wouldn't say that.
I'm Hispanic and I couldn't understand anything.
No, you're not Caribbean. Are you Caribbean?
The point
I have
is
family that I can
the point
talk to my
is
family
that
is.
One of the reasons why people are complaining about it, and they want to make it personal, which I'm not going to discuss. That's a different conversation. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are like, this is the Super Bowl. This is American sport. It should be all about America. Okay.
Puerto Rico is part of America, by the way.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I'm just saying that what people, like all the critics, because there are people that write about this, in newspapers. And this is how I look at it. This was done because it brings the NFL a lot of money. Okay,
not from its fans that it already has.
Listen, I feel bad for the dude because I think that this was out of his element. Because I think that maybe a different audience and a different stage probably would have worked.
You mean America was part of Mexico?
Well,
crazy juice.
I'm not. All I'm trying to say is that the imagery, like the stuff around it,
the sugar canes were so fucking perfect. If you know anything about Puerto Rico.
At the end of the day, people who because I'm not going to go to the disgusting part of the internet, but there are a lot of people who are making this very personal. I believe this was not good for him. I know he made a lot of money because, again, he made a lot of money doing this, but he also made the NFL a lot of money. And so the NFL for them is like, I don't care if like 0 people watched it. We made our billions. That's how the NFL looks at it. I look at it as like, I kind of feel bad for him because he's a scapegoat to the situation. And yes, a lot of people didn't understand it. A lot of people are bickering about it. I get it. But
a lot of people don't understand why a lot of people think it's okay to drag American citizens into unmarked cars by people who don't identify themselves as a police force. They think that shit is crazy too.
We're not talking politics on here.
Yeah.
We are because we're talking
politics on here.
Yeah, guys, the halftime show was that's what exactly what it's all about. It was about the shit that's going on right now. It's about Ice Out. It's about
for me. It wasn't even about the politics. It was just about the performance. It was about
I'm talking about people who were here before you.
It wasn't even rapping. Like it was
Kenny. I understand, but I'm talking about the business and the NFL aspect. I don't care about the dumb stuff. That's just how I look at it. At the end of the day, I feel bad for the dude. He should not have been there. I don't know how the stadium was, but there are a lot of videos that were posted. People could not see the performance. The only people who were able to see it were on TV because those fields right there were blocking what was going on in there. And the only time they saw him.
That's perfect. Don't you understand? It's not about the people who paid $4,000 to sit in the stadium who weren't even watching the game. It was about everyone else in the world being able to see that. You think the elites that were sitting in the fucking owners' suites were watching the show? Only to talk shit about it because they don't want Puerto Ricans here. We don't want Puerto Ricans to be Americans. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I don't think that's
Why would you let Puerto Ricans vote? That was insane. They'd lose another state. Why would you want that?
I don't think that.
You think that Puerto Rico would ever vote Democratic? No, so it'll never be a state.
I don't think that's why. I like you, Kenny, but I don't think.
Well, this is years and years of facts. I'm not making shit up. At 48 years old, I don't make things up.
Listen. I'm 36 years old. I've been around different people. I don't think people have a problem with certain people. I think that just some people are just, not there, in the right mind. Because
last halftime show, we had a guy come out and call Drake a pedophile and all this shit. And
at least you could understand
gay. I guess.
I mean,
what is
put it this way?
Then what does mustard mean? Then what does mustard mean? What does mustard mean? Papa
somebody like Young Thug in halftime show, but why? Because he can't understand what you're saying either.
Yeah, but when you go, okay, they're tearing the right about this in a new asshole. When you go to an opera, does that offend you because you don't speak Italian? Well, you don't know what Italians are saying. You don't like opera music.
I'd go to one that was in English, but maybe not an Italian one. Why would I want to go there? I don't understand.
Only Italian operas. That's the whole point.
No, there's some operas that are in English.
Yeah.
Really? Which ones?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
You mean Hamilton? Hamilton?
No, I'm
talking
musical.
About
there's American operas. Let me look that one up.
Well, there's also opera, from Britain, and that's English, but most people prefer Italian.
You mean the country that colonized the entire world and was forced to give everyone back their country? Those people? Do go on. We can talk about the Germans next.
Hold on. You're talking about the English. And now, if you can actually understand what they're saying, you got something.
Or an Irish person, right? Or a Scottish person, right? Or an Indian person, or a Turkish person. But this is America. This is not a white Christian land anymore.
Kenny,
it's over, guys.
Kenny,
your time came and went.
Kenny,
they let you steal everyone's land and
Kenny,
put up markers,
I gotta ask you this
and
question.
it's going to end soon.
Kenny, I asked YTC a similar question to this. What people do you know? Is this a New Jersey thing? Is there a problem in that? Because I can tell you right now, there's not a problem over here.
Of what? Problem of what?
All the stuff that you're talking about. Or maybe
I don't know
I'm
what
just
you
lucky
mean.
that I've never experienced these things that you're saying.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you mean exactly, but these are all things that people talk about all the time.
Not on this channel though.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, you know how many Spanish people live in California, or in Texas,
Yes,
or
I
in New
here.
Jersey, or in New York, or in Mexico, in New Mexico, or in Arizona, or it's a lot of Spanish people here in America.
In Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, we can't have a Spanish song. Can't you just? What Bad Bunny said is, why don't you just dance? Why do you have to know what the lyrics are? Okay, you guys are so big on lyrics. Somebody go ahead and start a song and tell me all the lyrics in English. Go ahead. Can you? Do you know
you can say it in Spanish. How about that one?
You're telling me
I know this song in Spanish, word by
American
word.
songs where you can't tell what they're saying. In American songs.
Now you guys have been talking about the halftime show the whole time. I haven't even given my opinion on it.
Yeah,
now, I didn't mind it. No, I do not speak Spanish, so I did not understand what he was saying. Okay, but I didn't mind the show that they were putting on. Okay, I actually thought it was pretty good.
Pretty great.
And that's pretty much my take on it. You know, that's it.
Yeah, I guess maybe what you meant, John Jay, is that on the East Coast, I guarantee you, like 95% of Spanish people loved it, but on the West Coast, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people loved it out here.
I don't know how many, but
there's a Spanish song actually that everybody knows word by word.
Also, honestly, that first song that I didn't
I'll tell you which song it is.
I still thought it was fucking awesome.
So tequila.
So I want
that's two different songs. That's two different songs.
I want to correct something because
one is Low Rider and it's by white people. And the other one is Tequila, which is by white people.
I want to correct.
They're both.
So
white people
hey, we got Tommy's opinion on the halftime show. He said the halftime show was better than the entire Super Bowl.
I know, and so I don't understand. I don't understand why you're getting so riled up, Kenny. Because I didn't say anything negative,
dude. I don't get riled up. I just have to explain harder, I guess.
Well,
people are talking more about the halftime show than they are the Super Bowl.
Well, you mean war? It's not only black people, Tommy.
The game sucks, Papa J.
Who's the lead singer? Who's the lead singer?
The game was ass. The game was ass. Now
it did suck. It did suck.
I want to say this that because like
not all black people are. There's a lot of black Spanish people.
I asked YTC this question about something else, so I'm gonna
not completely.
I'm going to re-ask this question.
Mostly black don't count.
YTC tells me that in New Jersey, the people are a little bit like, they're a little bit out there. Now, I'm not saying that's true. In the West Coast.
That must be why we have such a much higher IQ in the East Coast than the West Coast. But go on. Go on.
Hello?
I just think that's funny.
What?
Judge, are you there?
Nah, never mind.
Oh, dude, don't be mad because of a fact, bro. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It's just a fact. That's a fact. You don't have to like it. It is a fact. I'm sorry.
What's a fact that there's a smart
that the Northeast has a higher IQ than the West? It's not debatable. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
Show me that.
I don't think you should go look it up yourself. You have a Google.
All
I'm saying to you is that you don't need to be upset about it. It wouldn't upset me. I live on the West Coast. I live on the West Coast. But guys, I don't. First of all, I don't get worked up. I don't know where you've seen that, but you could definitely link it to me and show me where. I don't do that. I don't lose my temper. It's silly. But I do have to explain facts to people sometimes, which is extremely annoying.
You were acting up a little bit, and I just wanted
acting up.
Yeah.
John, when someone says something you don't like, it's not acting up. You just have to control your emotions. It's okay that other people have different opinions.
Listen, I did not say anything disrespectful to you. You did to me.
You said people in the East Coast were out there, and you don't know why. You said YTC said the people in New Jersey are out there. Where? What state are people not out there? Are the people in California not out there?
Nah, man, we're right there, bro.
Are they totally normal, straight, normal types of people? No, people are weird everywhere.
Not in California, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but you can't get mad about things that are just facts. I'm sorry.
Actually,
you shouldn't be mad at me. I'm
not mad at anybody right now.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I don't expect you to be mad. It's to be silly.
I don't think he was trying to say that, though.
I didn't say anything negative to Kenny.
I didn't say anything negative to anyone else. That's just a fact. I'm sorry that's offensive. It doesn't mean you're stupid or you have a low IQ. It is a fact.
I didn't call you stupid.
And I didn't call anyone stupid either.
You did not call me stupid.
Absolutely not. I would never.
So we're on the same page. I'm just saying that some of the things that you say, and I know you're joking around. I know you're not a rude person.
I'm joking sometimes, but
so sometimes, when I hear something that I truly disagree with, or I'm not.
The season is over, Filthy Casual. There's nothing to talk about.
That's probably what agitated me the most, because I can say this with a pure heart. I like everyone, and I have no issues with nobody. So I think that's the miscommunication.
I have issues with a lot of people, especially if they're dragging people out of their homes who have American citizens, shit like that. I'm sorry, that does bother me. It's okay if it bothers me. It should bother people, but especially when you're Spanish.
Turns out you're on the next page. Oh. Did you read that comment? I know this is we got off topic, Filthy. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, not everybody can talk about this stuff. That's fine, guys. If you want to move on and talk about who the Niners are going to have at third quarterback, let's do it. Go for it. That's fine with me.
It's time to get out of here, buddy. But I was just looking up stuff about the IQ thing you said, and I'm like, okay, well, the Northeast has access to educational institutes. I'm like, okay, well, who you testing? Number one.
Okay, so you don't believe the people who doing the article. That's fine. You're welcome.
There's so much prejudice that can be applied here. So IQ tests are considered culturally dependent. So depending on the IQ tests, if you give the same one to someone that is in a different culture to someone else, they're going to have drastically
let me
different
see
scores.
If I can help. How many Ivy League schools are in the Northeast?
IQ tests,
that's easier to look up. How many Ivy League schools are in the Northeast?
It's one of those things, buddy. It's like, what test did you take? Versus this guy versus that guy. Did they give the people out west a harder test than they give the people up in the Northeast? Did they
IQ tests are just IQ
tests to? Who did they give that test to? There's a lot that rolls into that.
Okay, so you're challenging the study. That's fine, but the study showed
exactly.
What it showed.
Who did they study?
Obviously, they took a bunch of morons from the West Coast and the smartest people from the East Coast. From what you're saying,
see now,
that's why. Duh.
See,
again, don't make it so hard. How many Ivy League schools are in the Northeast?
I can't tell.
How many Ivy League?
The only reason there's
so
more schools in the Northeast is because they became part of the United States a lot sooner than the rest of the country. So
that makes them smarter?
No, that means because they were established way before the West Coast was. All those Ivy schools, if you look at them, they started in the 1800s? Very early before
1846.
Yeah, but
so
it wasn't established as strong.
Okay,
because look, they were closer to England, and that's where they all came from. All the programs and everything else.
Okay,
and that's where everything started, and all the schools started.
Own initials on his hat.
That's why.
What are you talking about? It's a fucking American sniper hat, you douchebag. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's an American nipper? What's that saying? American nipper?
An American sniper. He's an actual sniper.
Oh, that was funny though. I'm like, I was looking at your guys' hats like, huh? What is he talking about?
You guys aren't gonna throw me off because you're
church.
saying I'm upset. I haven't lost my temper. I'm just explaining things to people who don't agree. It's hard to do.
No, but most schools are over there because they were established way before the rest of the country was.
So
that is true too.
Okay.
They were right.
They could have built an Ivy League school in the West Coast and
but they didn't because
Midwest.
they didn't have a lot of Americans. They had to go through a lot of terrain to get to California.
Stanford is a private institution.
Stanford is the closest thing that you'll get on the West Coast to Harvard. That's the closest thing you're going to get.
Yeah, Stanford is a private institution.
Rank North Dakota third in the country in IQ.
North Dakota third in IQ.
Is it the same one I was just looking at? North Dakota. Now, number one, who lives there?
Well, that's just it. Not many, and they probably have really good schools.
Exactly. It's like so the all the studies will vary. It depends on who they're talking to. You know, like do they have some sort of bias where they're thinking, okay, I want the study to come out like this. So this is what I'm going to do.
No, I accept that.
I can
accept
a lot
that.
More
you
to
think
it than just
you think that the
know,
one thing you looked up on Google is flawed, and I'm happy to accept that as your argument. I don't have a problem with that.
Most of what we look up on Google is flawed.
Okay, so all studies are flawed. We got nothing. We can't count on any numbers.
Well, I'm just saying, that's like, nothing in the world's perfect, right?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but this guy right here.
Oh,
but it's just right here. It's sad when everyone who came to America pretty much was an immigrant, and now all of a sudden, they're not welcome here because we don't have enough space. There's not enough space. We have the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon.
I was just saying it's time to get out of here. Yeah. Remember, I was just saying it's time to get out of here.
That's why there had to be a Friday show.
The crazy juice.
Everybody have a fantastic night. If you want to see the madness, come on back next week because it'll be on. As Corey Davis says, go 49ers and F all 31 other teams.